Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. She talks to angels. We are May 30th, Saturday, before the full moon tomorrow. I'm here to do love readings for each of the signs. That's so weird. Anyway, so I always think that this is a good idea, and then it's like, oh, maybe it's too ambitious, but I want to give it a try. So I did individual readings last month, and they weren't very popular, but I'm going to try it again. Try and try and try. So I'm just going to do one video, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, so tonight I'm using the Runic Tarot, and I just did it for individual sign readings for the month of June, so I don't know what's going on with my, normally I make a cup of tea. All right, so we're going to get started with Aries. Okay, what does Aries need to know when it comes to love? I'm going to do past, present, future, and then we're going to go through each of the 12 signs, okay, to see if your person, what's going on with your person, okay? It's going to shake things up here. And if I need to take a break, I'll start a new video. Wasn't quite ready to go live, so maybe we can try that again. Try that another time. Okay, so let's start with Aries. What does Aries need to know when it comes to love for the month of June, please and thank you? What does Aries need to know when it comes to for the month of June, please and thank you? Okay, all right. So Aries, in your recent past, you have the 9 of Wands reversed, okay? In the here and now, you have the 4 of Pentacles. And in the future, you have the Strength card, okay? So it's telling me that Nine of Wands reversed. Yeah, it's interesting. Okay, so for Aries, it's sort of like, I think when it comes to love, I'm being shown that, you know, you've worked really hard to get where you are, and you've had to fight to get there, and you've had to fight to protect it, right? So when it comes to love, it's telling me that whether or not you're single or in a connection, you're learning to let your guard down a little bit and trust others more, okay? I'm also feeling this, like, you know, you think that things are one way, maybe black and white thinking, and you've realized when it comes to love, you're going to have to learn to be more open-minded, okay? In the here and now with the 4 of Pentacles, it's like you have a lot to offer, whomever I'm connecting with, but you still haven't found the right person to open up to and share everything that you have, right? So you have a lot to give. So you may have been just, you know, spending time by yourself, enjoying, you know, your own company, and maybe thinking about things that you would like to do with someone, but you just haven't found the right person, okay? So in the future, you have the Strength card. There's this lovely polar bear. I don't know if you can see this big cuddly polar bear. Okay, so that big polar bear is you, okay, Aries? So The Strength card is all about having sort of control over your emotions, having a healthy balance of give and take, and really learning to set boundaries with yourself and with other people, right? So this whole reading, when it comes to love for you, Aries, is about, staying open-minded, but also trusting others by trusting yourself more, right? Like knowing that if you get the no feeling, you can always excuse yourself, or be willing to do things with your partner, making sure that your partner is also willing to do, things that you want to do, that type of thing. So I hope that helps when it comes to love. So staying open-minded and trusting yourself to set healthy boundaries in new situations. So we're going to go through each of the signs. Okay, so if your person is an Aries, oh wow. So if your person is an Aries, we have the King of Wands. Yeah. So if your person's an Aries, they're an Aries. So I don't know if I've ever done this before. Yeah, so I'm just getting that, Aries, a lot of mutual attraction, a lot of, like you both have a lot of respect for each other. You love to go on adventures, maybe, yeah, they like your fiery energy. They understand that you're independent. So that one for sure, thumbs up. Okay, so we'll do thumbs up, thumbs down. Okay, so if your person is a Taurus, what's going on with your Taurus, and how do they feel about you? Okay. So we have the Knight of Swords reversed. So if your person's a Taurus, I feel like they have a lot of things to say to you, but they're keeping tight-lipped, okay? They might be self-critical, critical of you. They maybe want changes. They want you to change for them to suit their, suit what works for them. So thumbs down for Taurus for the month of June. I would steer clear of that person. Steer clear. You don't need it. Okay, sorry. So if your person is a Gemini, we have the Six of Cups. And so the Six of Cups is wonderful. Aries and Gemini are very compatible. So Six of Cups is all about like spending time with people who really get you, who make you feel good. It might be a love from the past, or, just a really good friend. But yeah, for the month of June, if your person's a Gemini, big thumbs up. Okay, so if your person is a Cancer, what's going on with Cancer? If your person is a Cancer, this is the Six of Swords. It's like they're not really thinking about love right now. They might be thinking about love, but they're not happy where they are in life. They feel like they've been treading water. And so they're actually putting their focus on where they want to be versus where they are. So if your Cancer is distant, or spending time alone, kind of getting down to business, and you feel like they're not in the here and now, it's because they're putting things in motion to move to a better place in their life. So I don't know, thumbs up, but they're really focusing on what's important, and how to move to a more stable place or a happier place in life, okay? Which may or may not include you. Okay, so after Cancer comes Leo. If Aries person is a Leo, how do they feel about them and the connection? Okay, so we have the Eight of Wands reversed. It's an interesting card. So, Eight of Wands reversed. I feel like, I don't know, it's sort of interesting. I feel in some ways they're letting down their guard. Instead of sort of feeling like they have to be on the defensive with you. I feel like they want to be more open-minded when it comes to this connection. So I say thumbs up. Okay. So if your person is a Virgo, how do they feel about you and the connection, Aries? How does Virgo feel about Aries and this connection, please? Oh, interesting. Okay, so Aries, Virgo has options. Okay, they're still wondering what will make them happy. So you might want to leave them in their dreamland. So they think of you as an option, not a choice. So thumbs down. Okay, so if Aries person is a Libra, how are they feeling about them and this connection? Please and thank you. How is Libra feeling about Aries and this connection? Please and thank you. Okay, so we have the Ten of Pentacles. So Libra and Aries is actually a really good match. I've heard, I know a lot of female Aries that are married to Libra men. And so, yeah, so Aries, I feel like this person, you know, is imagining a future with you. Okay, so this is sort of like not actual happiness, but the pursuit of happiness. So they can see themselves having a family with you. They can see themselves having a home and children with you. They can see themselves, you know, whatever scenario it is in the future with you. So, so this might be a new connection, okay? Because this card came in, and so, yep, they like you. Thumbs up. So that's great. Okay, so what does Aries... If Aries person is a Scorpio, how is the Scorpio feeling about them? Please and thank you. How is Scorpio feeling about Aries and this connection? Please and thank you. Oh, wow. Okay. Hot stuff. So we have the Four of Wands. So Aries, if your person's a Scorpio, you know, they're really excited because there's a lot of good things happening in this connection. They feel like there's a foundation or some stability, a lot of passion. Okay, so this can be the graduation card or the wedding card. But it sort of like signifies that the connection's not only good for you, but it's also good for your family and friends or wider community. And there's enough positive feedback that You may decide to get married soon, or there might be an engagement this month, some kind of public acknowledgement. Because I think, like, even if you've kept it private, it's like your family and friends or coworkers want to celebrate too. And when the number 4 comes in, there's still a lot more work, right, to go before you get up that mountain. But you know, there's a lot of good stuff happening. So big thumbs up for Scorpio. Okay, so if Aries person is a Sag, how is Sag feeling about the connection? How is Sag feeling about the connection and Aries, please and thank you. So this is interesting. So we have the 4 of Pentacles here. So either you or them, how do they feel? So they either feel like they're holding back or you're holding back. Okay, so I feel like Sag really likes you, but they feel like, you know, you still have your guard up a little bit. So there's a little bit of a lack of trust, lack of understanding. And they're wondering if they can break down your barriers or your walls. Or they could be thinking, you know, okay, you know, is Aries somebody that I can really open up to and be myself with? Okay, so I don't know. It's kind of a Okay. So after Sag comes Capricorn. If Aries person is Capricorn, how is Capricorn feeling about Aries in this connection? Please and thank you. How is Capricorn thinking about Aries in this connection? Please and thank you. Okay, so Aries, Capricorn really likes you. So we have the sun here. So you brighten their day. They make you really happy. There's a lot of creativity, new beginnings. You make this person feel born again. You just accept them for who they are. This is really beautiful. Yeah, so big thumbs up for Capricorn. Okay, so let's do Aquarius. So if Aries person is Aquarius, how is Aquarius feeling about Aries? Please and thank you. Okay. Well, this is interesting. So we have the Ace of Swords, okay? So an Aquarius is an air sign, okay? It's the water bearer, but it's an air sign, so I don't know. So yeah, so Aquarius feels like they can be really truthful with you, and you can be really truthful with them. And that sort of acceptance or self-acceptance, maybe maybe you inspire them to either, you know, talk or write, or, you know, you give them great ideas. You're sort of like their muse, I think. But it has a lot to do with, yeah, so that's a very cool card to get, Ace of Swords. Like, they just feel like they can just be totally straight up with you. And it's very refreshing. So I would say 2 thumbs up. Aries and Aquarius. Okay, so one more. Pisces. If Aries person is Pisces, how are they thinking? How are they feeling about Aries in this connection? Three of Swords. So I don't know. There's something. Pisces is heartbroken. Pisces thought that things were one way, but now they're a different way. And so now they're sad. So maybe you've had to be truthful with the Pisces, or vice versa. But I feel like it's like, how does Pisces feel about Aries? They're heartbroken. Okay. But maybe you had to give this person a reality check. Um, and you guys just can't see eye to eye, or maybe you both don't want the same things. They're not what you're looking for, you're not what they're looking for. So the good news is that, at least you're both being now the truth is out there. Okay. So if they had their rose colored glasses on, they've been forced to see the truth in this situation, and they'll be able to move on. But I'm getting that they're really sad, you know. But in the long run, it's better for them to face the truth in this situation, right? So I'm sorry that that's how we're ending it. But yeah, so I just looked at the bottom card. We have the Eight of Wands. I think it's the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands reversed. So the overall message for Aries for love is to, what do they say? You can't teach an old dog new tricks. So yeah, so when it comes to love, just try to stay open-minded. Try new things, okay? You don't know everything, Aries, and you're not always right, okay? So yeah, so that's the advice. Okay? So I hope you have a wonderful month, and if people want me to do this again, we can try it again. And instead of doing all 12 signs, I think maybe I'll just do them one at a time. Okay, so have a wonderful evening, have a wonderful month, and I'll see you again soon. Okay, lots of love. Sending big hugs.